What's up, everyone? All right, so here we are. It's Friday. It's the first day of the new month, and guess what? I'm gonna finish the day up $18,500, almost 50% of the way to my $40,000 monthly goal in the first day of the month. This week has been crazy. It started on Monday with me going into the red, spending the whole morning and part of the afternoon trying to dig myself out of the hole, only to close up 400 bucks. Tuesday, lost $3,000, ended my 23-day consecutive hot streak. Wednesday, came back into the market swinging, made $11,000, and what's awesome is we did a survey of our students on that day. 88% of them that trade the same stock that I traded, the big mover, were also profitable. Thursday, yesterday, lost 1,300 bucks. Second red day of January, and now here on Friday, up $18,500. Did another survey. 85% of our students who traded TMSR were also profitable. You guys are day trade warriors. You get it. You are searching for those A quality setups. You're getting aggressive when it's time to be aggressive, and you're making money. So we're in the middle of the polar vortex. It's about 10 below zero this morning on my way into the office. So of course I had to break out the raccoon. This trash panda sifts through the trash of the market. And today, I found the biggest moving stock, TMSR, up over 200% when it was at its highs, and I nailed it. You know what though? As good as I did on it, I know I could have done a little bit better, and that's what's going to keep me motivated, always trying to do better, to be a better trader, to make more money, to be more successful. 18,000 is great. I think I probably could have made 50,000 on this stock if I was a little more aggressive. So you know what? Just like I said on Wednesday, after that huge move on SXTC, there will be another stock around the corner. Today it was TMSR. If you missed it or if you were red on it, study. There will be another stock around the corner. Make sure you hit that one and trade it a little better than you traded the ones today. All right, guys, I gotta stay warm. I will see you back at the market first thing Monday morning, 9:15 for our pre-market analysis. All right, see you guys then. Later. All right, everyone. So we're going to do our midday market recap. We'll go over the trades from this morning. Today being the first day of February, first day of the new month, and a Friday. I had pretty low expectations for today. That's what I said in the pre-market watch list. I said I really don't have high expectations today. I'm going to expect false breakouts. I'm going to expect it to be kind of a lackluster day. And if it surprises me and we end up having a great day, I'll be happily surprised, but I'm not going to go into it expecting for big momentum. So, that makes it kind of surprising that I'm finishing the day up $18,500. I was not expecting it. Really, I just didn't see a whole lot on the watch list this morning. I'll bring up the watch list for you guys, or the gap scanner, so you can see what we were looking at this morning. The big mover, TMSR right here, I'm leaving that one alone for now. I'm going to do the smart thing and take my money and be done for the day, even though it's maybe still going to give more opportunities and might make its way up to 10, 9, or 10. I'm just going to say know when to step back. Now I'll put up this screenshot we got this morning. We did a survey of you guys, and we found that just about 85% of you that traded this stock right here, TMSR, were green on it. About 38% didn't trade it at all. About 8% traded it and were red. So we were at 88% on, was it Monday or Tuesday? 85% today is pretty good. So, really glad to see you guys, for the most part, coming out ahead on this one. It was a little volatile, as you can see, from a low of 350 to a high of 850. And now it looks like it's coming back up towards the high. Possible double top here. The correct entry point was 750. 739 actually. That was the high of this red candle at 1035. So that was the correct entry for this move here. And you can see how volume came in and you got a little bit of a break. This is the ABCD setup. And this is going to be a 1 minute pullback underneath the high of day. So in any case, we'll go through these trades. Let's start with the watch list. So this morning, leading gapper this one I wasn't looking at. Leading gapper TTNP gapping up 67%. 9 million share float, but 3.5 million shares of pre-market volume. I expected it would be choppy and crowded, same as CODX was earlier in the week. Sometimes the stock that's gapping up the most, but with this much volume, the move has already happened. And so you're just getting it at the very top, and then it rolls over. So I didn't really want to get in at the very top. TMSR was our second leading gapper of 49%. I mean, you know, honestly, I didn't think it. I sort of wrote it off. I sort of was like, I don't know. There's no news on it, and you know, yes, it was strong yesterday. Yes, it has a lot of room on the daily chart, and there it goes up to $9, or just about. But you know, I'm not sure. All-time highs on it are 1032. I'm looking at it here, 888 on the ask. Super strong, up 250% now. But pre-market, I just wasn't sure. There wasn't a lot of volume, and so I basically was like, I don't know, not interested. Next. So we skipped over it. TBLT, this one I was watching. It was nice pre-market, had this nice pre-market consolidation. I was watching it over 332. I almost jumped into it, and then it ended up fading, and so no trades on it. So that was for the best. This one, CUO is too expensive. APVO didn't have enough volume, only 25 shares. This is too expensive. This one, not enough volume, too expensive. Float's too high. This one, ADIL, news that the CEO is going to be on Fox News and CBS today talking about the drug that they've, I guess, created that's for alcohol and opiate addictions. But that one, it gave a little bit of an opportunity here on this 15-minute opening range breakout. That's what this setup would be called. But it didn't end up really holding all that well. 905, 9 by 915, 920. FOMO's going to get to me just a little bit on this one. I'll show you my trades on it. So anyways, my very first trade today was on SXTC. This one I was watching for a break over this pre-market or this little 1-minute micro pullback, which was right here. This was a 1-minute micro pullback. The high was 757 and it pulled back. And as it squeezed up on this one, I'll switch my time frame. I got in it at 748, but only filled small size. I added at 761, 781, and 787, and it hit a high of $8.10, but it wasn't really able to sustain that move, and it came back down, and I sold it in this area for only $508 of profit. I kept trying to sell on the ask to try to get out above 8, but I just couldn't get filled. Every time I'd put the order, I had to cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. Finally sold some at 98. Sold some more at 86, 76, and 70. So I was actually up about $1,000 on it and then gave back that profit. So that was SXTC, $500 in the green. And at that point, I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Not seeing much moving. And then I had TMSR on watch because I had noticed earlier in the day, you know, it kind of popped up to 350 and pulled back. And I was like, all right, well, you know, someone had mentioned it in the room. I was like, yeah, I guess it's one to keep an eye on. And it first hit the scanner right here at $3.50. And when it hit the scanner, I looked at it. I pulled up the chart. I looked at it, and I was like, this is a opening range breakout. If it breaks over 350, first target is $4 right here. So I looked at that and was pretty much like, this looks great. So as soon as I saw it hit the scanner, I pulled it up, had to act quickly, and I pressed shift 1. Shift 1 to buy, and I got filled 3,000 shares at 350. I tried to buy another 3,000 at 350. My order didn't fill. It was already moving without me. So I said, I'm not going to miss this. This thing looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and add at 367. Now as it's squeezing up, I'm adding. I added again at 375. Both of these orders were for 3,000 shares, but I was getting partial fills. It wasn't moving as much as I thought it would. And then I add at 391 and I add at $4. So now at this point, because it just squeezed from 350 to 4, my target is 450, maybe 5. I'm thinking, wow, this thing is a lot stronger than I thought it would be. It's really taking off. Yesterday was kind of the beginning of the reversal, and with it up 40+% pre-market and continuing, I'm going to try to ride this momentum. So now I've got 10,000 shares at an average price of $375. It's halted for 5 minutes on a circuit breaker halt. It resumes and squeezes up to 492. And I think I was actually caught off guard on the resumption. I was talking about what my plans were coming out of this halt. I said that if it opens lower, then I would add going up. If it opens higher, I'd probably be adding around 450, maybe for a move to $5. And all of a sudden it opens, and so I added at that's right. I put an order to add at 4, I guess 10. And it filled on resumption. So I got filled at 410, and then I added 450, 488, and 491. So I'm like, this thing is super strong. I'm just gonna be aggressive. Now, I've got obviously zero cushion on the month of February, but I'm up as of this morning, I was up $55,000 on the month, or on the year. So I was feeling pretty confident, and this is the type of stock that, for me, is going to be a home run trade. I mean, I just knew it. So I was like, I'm already in this with 10,000 shares at 75. I'm just going to go ahead and be aggressive and add. It looks like it's going to go into a second halt. So I added going into a second halt, but because so many of my orders were partial fills, I didn't actually know how many shares I had. So then I see it's getting halted, and I look over, and I've got 17,000 shares. I mean, I've got a really big position, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should lighten up a little bit. I'm in this actually pretty deep, a little deeper than I thought. SXTC, this one I traded earlier in the week, and just to flip back on this 1 minute chart, let me just go back a couple days. This one did something similar where it gave us 2 halts in a row. That was on, was it this day here? Where was this? This was on the 30th. Now I can't remember where this was. So this was 510. Maybe I'm thinking of a different stock. This was halted at 581 and then squeezed up here. Yeah, now I'm actually a little bit confused. I thought I was thinking of this one, but this halted and then it went really strong. There was a stock, I don't know when it was, maybe it was a couple days ago or last week, but it did first halt, went into the second halt, came out of the second halt, and then got halted going back down. And if I had been in that with 17,000 shares or whatever this was, I don't know if I would have been able to get filled. And then of course, when they halt going down, they open lower. So I sort of all of a sudden had this little fear of, it's beginning of the month. I think I got a little too aggressive on this. I got to lighten up. So I go ahead and sell a good portion of my position. I hit the bid and sell it at 92, 92, and 92. And then I'm holding through the second halt, and I go ahead and add as it comes out. Now I'm back down to small size. It comes back out, and I get back in. It's showing strength. That's what I want to see. So I'm back in at 484. I add at 529, 540. Sell at 550. It's got a little resistance here on the 1 minute chart right around 550. A lot of sellers stacked up on the ask at 50, and it felt like it wasn't going to really break that level, and then it does. And so I add at 73. I add at $6. I add at 625, 624, and I sold at the high. My best exit was at 828. So, hindsight being 2020, I could have done a lot better on this, but looks like the high here was 492. It went up to 520, and then it dropped down to 420. So that was kind of moment of truth. And then it popped back up, but it was grinding. And then it opened up. And I wasn't as aggressive getting back in here because this period of grinding had made me a little nervous. So I could have done better on this if I'd been more aggressive at 6 on this move to 6 to 7. I don't know why I wasn't as aggressive. I just got a little nervous on it. And so hindsight's 2020. I was saying to Michelle, who traded it today, she made $500, but she wasn't happy with the way she traded it. And I said, you know what? I'm up 18,000. I'm not really happy with the way I traded it either. I should have made a lot more on it. You know, the fact that it was up 200, it's up, you know, now 233%. The fact that it broke out here from 550 and went all the way up to 8. And on this leg of the move, you know, I only added an extra like $3,000 or $4,000. I could have done so much better on it if I'd been willing to be a little more aggressive. And, you know, I just wasn't. Now, I also looked for opportunities to short it, scalps to the short side. I can't trade it with real money, but, you know, I like to practice trading these. So I was trading it in the sim on the short side. I shorted it right here. Actually, I shorted it at 469, 470, but then ended up covering that for a loss as it came back up. So I lost $1,800 on my first short. And then on my second short, I shorted up here at, let's see, I think it was 775. Yeah, 770, 770, and 765. No, 785, 772, and 773. So that ended up being, you know, a pretty good short here at 775, and then I covered it as it came back down here right around $7. So, you know, about 75 cents to the short side, but this thing had a lot more opportunity to the long side. I wish I had shares available to borrow. Might have been nice to be able to make some of that with real money, but you know, it's good to practice. And on the times where I do have shares available, I'll be able to make a little extra, you know, on that side. You know, the reality is these stocks have a lot of range, both, you know, to the upside and the downside. Clearly, in this case, the upside is dominating. This was a very early short, and then this was a good one. It formed a 5-minute pullback, a flag pattern, and then we broke that flag pattern, which, you know, I decided not to trade because at that point, I didn't want to overstay my welcome and push my luck. But yeah, nice opportunity there, over 750 for a move up to $9. So, you know, regardless of where you are on the spectrum, a total beginner or a really advanced trader, you've been doing it for a long time, there's always room for improvement. You know, I mean, it's, you're never going to get the top and the bottom of every move, but you do the best you can given the information you have at that moment. And sometimes the right decision is just to take your 10, 15, 20 cents of profit. Sometimes the right decision is to be a little more aggressive, and you know, it's a learning experience, and intuition is a big part of it that comes with experience. I'm happy and grateful to be green on the day. I'm really, really happy that about 85% of you who traded this are also green today. There were some really good opportunities on it. So good job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. If you came out on the red side of this trade, you didn't have a good entry, you chased it, you sold, you know, on the pullbacks or whatever the case is, go back, review your entries, ask yourself, you know, where you went wrong and how you can do better on the next one. Because remember, just earlier this week, we had SXTC. I made 11,000 on this one. It was a great day, you know, $10,000 day. I had a loss, but it was green on this stock. And I wasn't as happy with how I traded it. I knew I could have done better. Now, this one also did kind of an ABCD setup, and I actually, I'm pretty sure I did trade this leg of it. But in any case, you know, I told myself, do better on the next one. And then TMSR has come along, and I did better. I made more on this one, but I think I could have done even better. So the next one that comes along, maybe it's Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week, I'm going to try to do a little bit better. And that's going to mean, you know, positioning myself where I can hold it longer. Because obviously when I buy going into the halt, and then I'm like, wait a second, I'm in this like way too high, and get nervous and I get scared and I jump back out, I'm not in a position of real strength, because I'm in it so high, literally at high of day. So, you know, positioning myself with better entries, waiting for pullbacks, not giving into FOMO. I gave into FOMO a little on this, kind of chasing it as it went up. And, you know, that put me in a bit of a position where I had to be a little aggressive about getting out quick and taking the profits because I was in so high. And then on this one, you know, I just got a little scared, and then I missed a great opportunity. I could have traded it with small size. I didn't have to trade it with 10,000 or 15,000 shares. but I should have pulled the trigger on it. So I want to try to do better on the next one and, keep improving as a trader. But you know what? I just got myself almost halfway to my February $40,000 goal, and it's February 1st. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back, be grateful for the opportunity that we saw today, and try to have another good day on Monday. All right, so that's it for me. Those of you guys are going to keep trading. We might get some sympathy momentum. IMTE, very, very tough for me with this price being above $10 now. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to take the money and be done, but I'll be back at it first thing on Monday morning and, look for that momentum and try to be, on the early side. As soon as I see something hit the scanners, I want to jump in it. I want to be, riding the first leg rather than, being behind the ball and chasing it. So anyways, that's it for me. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, Facebook, feel free to, post questions, comments. Let me know how you did down below, and I'll see you guys first thing on Monday. All right, bye everyone. If you're still watching, you must have really enjoyed that video. So why not subscribe and get email alerts anytime I upload new content? Remember, when you subscribe, you become a member of the Warrior Trading family.